Banged up or not, these games count the same, and these are the guys that can make a difference during a championship run.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Marshall. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those.
And the first one drops. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Mobley outside. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Irving against Garland. Bucket is good.
The skill of Kyrie, incredible around the bucket. I have never seen someone his height so good at the rim.
Mobley outside. Pass to Strus. Mobley against Davis. And here's Garland for three. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Such a consistent shooter. Garland has worked so hard on his three-point shot.
Irving kicks to Marshall. Davis with a screen on Strus. It's tipped and stolen by Mobley. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blower.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Now, here is Irving. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Pass to Exum. Shoots over Garland, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. And it's sent back by Irving.
How about that block from Irving there, getting the timing just right on the defense.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
For sure, this is a team that feels like they should never be swept in a season series by anyone, but especially when it's one of the heavy hitters from the other conference.
It's stolen by Davis. Now, here's Marshall, defended by Strus. Mobley with the block.
Sensational swat from Mobley. I love how hard he goes on the defensive end.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
You know, right now, Dallas, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out is just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
You pick a level, he'll show you how to get it done. And the mid-range happens to be one of them.
Here's Strus. And Davis pulls it down. Dallas leading by 3. Pass to Exum. Back to Davis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Marshall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
And the first one at the line is good. Marshall hits them both. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Garland. Count the basket. Garland's got 7 points in the game. Mavericks leading by 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge. Guys?
Thank you, David. Davis finds Lively. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last.
A moment now to see the numbers for Irving. Putting up about 25 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Now, here is Irving. His last outing with 20 points. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Mitchell outside to the wing right side. Here's Mobley, and again it's Cleveland.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Now here's Davis, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. The jump hook. The Cavaliers pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Now here is Davis. After the miss from Evan Mobley. 4 on the shot clock. On its way from Irving for 2. Misses the chippy right there.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Allen. Mobley with it. Knocks it loose. Marshall with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And here is Davis. Now Exum. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Lively sends a screen for Marshall. And finished off by Lively.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. Christie subbed in for Exum. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 7-point differential. Mitchell against Christie. Allen a screen on Christie. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've gone 6 or 10 from the field in this ballgame. Took him no time at all on that one.
And Klay is just so lethal with the pull-up jumper. I'm just going to tell you, there's not a lot you can do to stop him.
Mitchell against Christie. Pass to Garland. Now Allen, 5 to shoot. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Watching Allen go to work inside is a thing of beauty. He's so confident operating around the rim.
Garland against Christie. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Martin's checked in for Dallas. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Irving. Cleveland also making some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Allen. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And it's Sam Merrill in for Mitchell. And here are the Cavaliers now. They trail by 7. And that one, good.
The efficiency of Garland is something. This man believes that he can make every shot.
Dinwiddie against Garland. To the middle, stolen by Wade. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And the basket is good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here is Martin. Pass to Gafford. Martin with it. Fires the 3. No good on that one. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Second team foul.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Okoro finds Wade. Now here's Okoro. He's tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
Pass to Thompson. Ripped away. Here's Okoro. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Green, he's checked in for Cleveland. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. Klay Thompson third, and of course Max Strus.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Rockets. Here's Dinwiddie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
A long, versatile guard at 6'5". Spencer Dinwiddie can play the 1, shift over to the 2. It gives you scoring and playmaking.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And so he hits both. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Merrill with the ball. 8 points his last outing. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
For 3, Hunter. And the rebound goes to Martin. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the inside. Kristen. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And that one's good. Hunter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Dinwiddie outside. Four on the clock. Pulls it up. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Looking for a bucket, and Dinwiddie is always willing and ready.
There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. Unloads. Merrill can't hit.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Thompson passes to Dinwiddie. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And a long combo guard, Dinwiddie can use that 6'5" height inside like a bigger player.
Here's Green. Off target at the rim.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Pass to Christie. Martin with it. Dallas moving the ball around. Shoots. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Wade. Hasn't made one yet. Back to Merrill. Latrey sinks the triple. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Thompson against Green. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Merrill from outside the arc, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks ahead, up 5, and will return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Dallas leading by 5. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. Okoro out there with Hunter. And it's Mobley in at the center position. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, you know, that was one where I thought they had a real chance to pull that one out. But, you know, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield.
Oh, Mobley. Okay, I see you showing off that shooting ability.
Now, here's Marshall, covered by Okoro. Here's Hardy. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Hunter dishes to Garland. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play. But I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And he makes the first.
And the future is bright for Mobley. He is a big man who possesses the whole package.
Irving's checked in for the Mavericks. No good on the second free throw.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And it's good, 2 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to Hunter. Mitchell, a screen on Irving. Garland attacking. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 4. In the corner, Irving with it. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. You taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mitchell wide open. And another miss by Cleveland.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Dante Exum is checked in for Marshall. Cleveland also making some changes. Allen's checked in for Mobley. And Strus is subbed in for Okoro. And here are the Cavaliers now. A 12-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Garland, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Kept alive. And that one's good. Hardy. Hardy's got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas. Garland kicks to Strus. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And that one's good by Davis.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 16. On the wing, Mitchell. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Strus. 8 points his last outing. The wide open look here for Garland. Good on the triple. Garland's got 12 in the game.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Mitchell against Irving. To the paint. Here's Lively. Pass to Exum. Shoots over Strus. Exum's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Garland with it. Covered by Irving. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Hunter. 14 points for Darius Garland. Steps back and fires. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Garland finds Allen. Garland looking it over. Allen with the screen for Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Pass to Exum. Lively inside. Working on Allen. And Davis wide open. He shoots. That one's off. Still out of sync. Strus kicks to Allen. Back to Strus. Pass to Allen. 5 on the clock. Cleveland moving it around. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound.
We have seen Allen look more for his offense over the years, which in turn draws the D's attention.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And that one falls for Allen.
Allen is a monster on the glass and continues to improve as a scorer.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Caleb Martin's checked in for Jarek Lively. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And Cleveland also making a change. Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Mitchell. And Allen drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And here we can check out the story for Klay Thompson.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Dinwiddie against Garland. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's got 6, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Cleveland.
Tipped away. Hunter the pass to Garland. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Mavericks leading by 8. Inside, Davis. Davis using his size.
This is where you want AD to get his shots. That's almost automatic.
Well, Cleveland shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Martin against Hunter. Allen kicks to Garland. Merrill trying to get open.
A big block from the big fella Anthony Davis, putting every inch of that wingspan to work there.
Now Merrill. He has 5. Pass to Hunter. Here's Garland. Nice shot from the wing. Garland's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's Hardy. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A floater. Exum pulls it in. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. At one point, they led by 16. Martin finds Exum. Now, Dinwiddie with the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. 10 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Hunter with it, picked up by Davis. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford comes in for Exum. Christie subbed in for Hardy. And then for Cleveland, Wade, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Green comes in for Max Strus. And it's Okoro in for Garland. Davis, the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Martin. Dinwiddie, a screen on Green. To the inside. And Davis throws it down.
Great work
work by Davis in the screen roll. Good at making himself a big target in these situations.
Here's Merrill. Dinwiddie covering. Puts up a three. Merrill gets the bucket. Merrill's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Davis. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 8 rebounds in this game. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Gafford.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Martin dishes to Davis. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Merrill with the ball. 8 points for him. Okoro passes to Allen. Merrill with the ball. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now just a 5-point Maverick lead. Dinwiddie outside. On the wing, Davis. 1:43 left in the first half. Up and in on the layup. He's got 12.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Wade from the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Mavericks leading by 7. To the middle. Now here's Green. Still without a basket. Martin the pass to Christie. Now Dinwiddie. From 8. Christie can't make it.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Here's Okoro. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Maverick shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Over Okoro. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Davis has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Klay Thompson comes in for Martin. And Cleveland also making a change. Mobley, he's checked in for Allen. Now, here's Okoro. He's guarded closely. Three-pointer. Wade. On the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. There's Dinwiddie. Back to Davis. With 1 on the clock. He can't get it to go. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Dallas. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Dallas Mavericks.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak. It just needed a capper. Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month Award recipients. In the Eastern Conference, Jason Tatum.
Hard not to be impressed by Tatum. Took it to another level over this last stretch, which is saying something.
You marvel at the volume he can handle, kind of like Shaq at a cookout.
You just made me hungry.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Here's Davis. Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Dante Exum. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Davis sends it back. Pass to Irving. Exum with a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Exum's got 6.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Now Mobley. Strus kicks to Mobley. Takes the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Marshall can't hit.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Got that one up quick.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Outside, Davis. Mitchell against Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And Mobley throws it down.
When you're guarding Mobley, you have to finish the possession on D. Seal him off, or Evan, look, this man's going to punish you on that glass.
Irving with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Stolen by Garland. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Strus. That cuts the lead to single digits. Strus has got 5 points now this quarter.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now, here's Exum. He has 6. Lively is screen on Garland. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and stolen by Mobley. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And yes, it's good. Mobley's got 9 points.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. 5th, the Mavericks.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Here's Exum. He's got 6. The kick out to Irving. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Cleveland gets it back. Mobley misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Exum. And here's Irving. 11 points in the game. Takes a 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Intelligent play by Kyrie. He knows the pick and roll gets him some better options.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And here is Marshall after the three-pointer from Evan Mobley. Lively sets a screen for Irving. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
There is one guy you can count on, and that's Kyrie Irving. He knows how to find shots and make an impact on that end of the floor.
Mobley looking it over. This one for 3. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Garland.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
And it's Mitchell missing.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. Got a piece of it. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate.
Now Exum guarded by Garland. Dallas moving it around. Mitchell passes to Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time.
You know, Kyrie really does have some of the best handles in the league, which is why he is so devastating in a one-on-one situation. It's something you got to watch out for.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Martin's checked in for Derek Lively. Klay Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Hardy in for Exum. Good on the second free throw.
One of the most creative guards that we have ever seen. Irving is just so unpredictable with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Clock at 6. Mobley, a screen on Irving. And Mobley throws it down.
I love watching Garland because you can just watch his confidence grow, especially when he's out here running these pick and rolls.
Mitchell against Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
Dean Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okoro comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And so Irving nails both of them.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Okoro kicks to Mobley. Outside Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. And Mobley throws it down.
When you're looking at top pick-and-roll partners, Mobley is squarely in that discussion.
The Mavericks have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Now, here's Hardy, covered by Okoro. Outside Irving, from deep, buries it from three-point range. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Garland against Irving. Now, here's Garland. D right on him. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Hardy passes to Irving. Outside for Martin. Here's Hardy. Off target with his three. Cleveland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Hunter, the pass to Mobley. He nails it, and we're tied up. 18 points for Evan Mobley.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them. This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Okoro finds Wade, and trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Irving against Garland. Thompson outside for the three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Thompson's got his third basket of the night.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
There's the pick. The three from Garland. The Mavericks pull it in. Martin's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, Irving with it. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Okoro passes to Wade. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. Just an incredible month of basketball. And he's 3rd in the league in rebounding. Just a tremendous motor. He is always in pursuit of the ball.
And as you said, 1 rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. Christie, he's checked in for Dallas. Then for the Cavaliers, Green, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. And it's Sam Merrill in for Garland. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Okoro passes to Merrill. And here is Hunter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hunter's got 6.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
On the wing, Irving. He's defended by Merrill. Nailed from three-point land.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Outside, Green. Now Wade. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 5. Here's Merrill. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Irving. A 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Now, here's Okoro. Hunter sets a screen for Okoro. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. At one point, they led by 16. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Now, here's Green. Pass to Hunter. Here's Merrill. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for Irving. Offline with his 3. Hunter against Gafford. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside Irving. Shoots over Merrill. That's short off the rim. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. Hunter is out there with Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Allen against Davis. Pass to Thompson. Back to Davis. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 16 points for Anthony Davis.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Christie. Over Mitchell. The shot's good from Christie. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Allen with the screen for Hunter. It's good from long range.
And it's his decision-making. Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
Dinwiddie against Garland. Thompson misses. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Strus, that's for 2. Dinwiddie with the rebound. To the paint, here's Christie. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Garland the pass to Allen, and Davis sends it back. Christie against Garland. Stolen by Garland. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And the shot goes in.
We see it night in and night out. It is just too hard to knock Garland off of his rhythm.
And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
High post, Davis. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low, Allen. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Lively. Here's Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Dallas leading by 5. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Exum kicks to Davis. Pass to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Allen.
Oh, and with that wingspan of Allen, you always have to be aware of where he is because he will block a shot from pretty much anywhere.
Now here's Davis following the miss by Donovan Mitchell.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Yeah, easy call.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And you know what's so funny is that after his rookie season, there was speculation about Garland's ability, but he has shown continued growth and has worked his way into an all-star.
Dallas making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Full free throw's good from Garland.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Irving looking for an opening.
Fantastic at earning these whistles in close. Look, Kyrie, he has no fear when attacking any defense.
At the line for 2, Kyrie Irving.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good for Irving. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Mitchell outside. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his first turnover of the game, and that only goes to show how well he's taking care of the ball to this point.
Mavericks leading by 5. Exum with it. To the middle. Stolen by Mitchell. Now Cleveland moving it up. The 3 from Garland. It's rebounded by Dallas. Exum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Marshall. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Mobley outside. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mobley's got 16 here in the second half.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
Pass to Lively. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jared Allen.
Lively, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Pass to Mobley. Outside Garland. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Does anybody else think it's just too easy for AD sometimes? Just an easy board and putback.
And now here comes Marshall, leading the break. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Defensive foul. That's true. That's his second personal. 3rd team foul. At the line for Dallas, Naji Marshall. 1 shot.
That's good for Marshall. Here's Garland. Pass to Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. He's defended by Exum. Back to Mobley. Outside Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now, here's Mitchell. The 3, and it's Darius Garland with the 3. Garland's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, he hasn't had much luck getting shots to fall here. Just 2 of 7 down the stretch.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. Now, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here are the Cavaliers now. It's a 10-point game. Here's Davis. Good D by Mobley.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cavaliers. Here's Strus. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Irving kicks to Marshall. And Max Strus picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Cleveland making a change here. Merrill's checked in. Exum passes to Davis. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his third foul of the game. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
And here's Garland for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Garland's got 35 in the game. Now here's Davis. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. Davis with it. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Merrill. He's defended by Exum. Merrill passes to Allen. Mobley kicks to Allen. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low. He rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
Now, here is Irving. Davis with a screen on Garland. Here's Irving. Mobley with the block. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Now, here's Marshall, defended by Strus. On its way from Irving for 2. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. And it's 37 points for Kyrie Irving. Garland the pass to Merrill. Irving against Garland. Mobley outside. Allen trying to break free. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Dallas has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And that one's good. Irving.
The right guy to go to in this situation. Kyrie Irving has so many tricks in his bag that will help him find the shot that he needs.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Garland, the pass to Merrill. Here's Mobley. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. At one point, they led by 16.
Staying strong against the defense. It's just great to see Davis initiate the contact.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Anthony Davis, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
There is no question Davis is a top 10 talent in this league when healthy. But unfortunately, he's dealt with several injuries throughout the years.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
Garland, no good. Dallas leading by 5. And it's Exum in the corner. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Davis has got 6 assists in the game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, and they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Over to the wing. Lobbed up there for Allen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Pass to Merrill. Over Exum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
And stolen by Mobley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mobley's got 7 points for the quarter.
Wow, you can see Mobley just growing over time, accepting these responsibilities in this big moment.
Here's Davis. It falls!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Irving against Garland. And Lively pulls it down. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Marshall passes to Lively. Here's Davis. Money!
In the clutch, Davis just showing supreme focus. When his team needs him, that's when he shows up the most.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Here's Garland. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
There's the 3. That shot missing.
And nothing fancy really about that play. That's just good old-fashioned hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. It looked like you were in an extra crispy special kind of zone tonight. How did you do it?
Man, well, the beauty is in the process. It's in the preparation. You know, before I get here, I'm trying to get locked in mentally. Just trying to come out here and put on a good performance, lead my team, do the best job I can. That's all I'm trying to do.
It was all on display tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Anthony Davis.